First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash, and the Baal Cells Greek Millstone, Wallet is Truth, and also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I like to say Shalom, and come back here today with another great, powerful lesson to the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of today's lesson is Increasing Tension in the Arctic Region. So I like to say Shalom to all that listen and learn. Hope to sweep you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, I have a quick news article here by ABC News. And it reads that NORAD releases photos of Russian and Chinese bombers intercepted off of Alaska. It says here the United States and Canadian fighters jets intercept 4 Russian and Chinese bombers that were flying in the international airspace near Alaska on Wednesday, officials said. This marked the first time that Chinese military aircraft had been intercepted in that area. North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, said in a statement that it had detected, tracked, and intercepted 2 Russian Tu-95s and 2 PRC, People Republic of China, 86 military aircraft operating in the Alaska Air Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ, on July 24, 2024. So we're seeing that Russia and China alliance is getting stronger and stronger. So, any day they can say, well, when they say peace and safety, then total destruction will come upon us. So we're seeing right now that they're constantly doing these military exercise, these military drill left and right. What are they preparing for? And one thing about it, we knowing that, World War III is at the door. Things can go nuclear any given time. So these bombers, these aircraft also had nuclear capability. So we already know that things can go nuclear at any given time. So right now we're seeing that great multitude is kindled over us. Pretty much America is pretty much surrounded. And a lot of these things they're not putting in the news. That's why the Lord has set up watchmen to warn you of these impending dangers. So now let's get a little bit of this quick news article here. Let's get a little bit more.
Our chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz, is tracking this for us and what the Pentagon is saying this morning. Good morning to you, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. This is provocative and unprecedented. For the first time ever, Chinese bombers were intercepted off the coast of Alaska. The 2 Chinese military aircraft, along with 2 Russian bombers, were flying in international airspace. But once the U.S. and Canada detected the bombers, they closely tracked them and sent U.S. and Canadian fighter jets to intercept them. NORAD said this was not seen as a direct threat, but with Joe Biden now officially a lame duck president, adversaries are bound to try and take advantage of that, and it clearly shows the growing cooperation between Russia and China in the Arctic region, which the commander of NORAD has said is a very big concern. Guys?
A large concern there.
What we're seeing right now is a very big concern. So these nations right now say, have you become weak as we? So let's go here first. Let's get a quick precept before we start these other. I have 2 more videos. Let's get this quick precept right quick.
Ravi, this summer night on the lake has now turned into a desperate search for at least one person still missing.
Let's go here. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. And it reads that the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. We already know woe mean destruction. Also, the second woe was what? World War II, and the third woe come quickly, which in fact is World War III. So we're seeing that these alliances are coming together. We're seeing all these nations are coming in collaboration against America, Babylon the Great. We're seeing the picture is coming in full circle. Also, we know that what Russia is being a god, is going to be a god to these nations. And also the Lord is gathering the nation. We've seen it right before our eyes. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14 said, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. It's coming very quickly. We seeing it right now when they say peace and safety, then total destruction will come upon us. So, this is the first time that Russia and China are doing these military drills off the coast of Alaska. They're very close to America, and very close to the United States and the Canadian airspace. They're very close. So these U.S. aircraft had to intercept them because they were getting very close. So we seeing what are they preparing for. We already know that America will be invaded by Russia and China troops. Hey man, the Bible's lining up just like clockwork. So now let's go here to let's go to this one here. Let's go to First Thessalonians chapter 5. First Thessalonians chapter 5. We go straight to the point. Just a quick lesson. And verse 3. First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. And it reads that, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So we seeing right now, it's just gonna happen suddenly. A lot of people are putting off, from day to day. A lot of people are not considering the signs of the time, and it's right before our eyes. So this is very major. We're seeing that Russia and China, with their bombers, which in fact have nuclear capabilities, any given day, this place, can go up in will burn like an oven. It's coming upon that time, what that Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1, it says, hey man, behold, the day come that this place, we'll get it in a minute. So I don't want to butcher it. I already done butchered it. Let's read this once again. It said, First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3 said, for when they shall say peace and safety, peace and security, we're in peace and security right now. Right now, this is the quiet before the storm. Then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So that's what's getting ready to happen. It's going to happen on a normal day. All of a sudden, you might wake up to bombs falling there with that, what you call this Red Dawn event. So let's get the one that I butchered. Let's go here. Malachi, might as well get it, because I butchered it. Salakia. Let's Malachi. I think Malachi 4 and 1. Malachi 4 and 1. Malachi 4 and 1. And it reads, said, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as a oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, says the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So what would do this? A nuclear exchange. So we already know right now. We're seeing that the stage is set. We're seeing that these alliances are getting stronger and stronger. We're seeing that Russia is getting ready to be a guard to these other nations. Ezekiel chapter 38, we see things are constantly lining up. So it's just like a World War III news update. So, hey man, the war drums are constantly busy. Constantly beating. Let's read this once again. Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1 said, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as a oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, says the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So we already know that this place is going to be totally destroyed. There will be no inhabitant left here. This place is going to be melted down to the elements. So we're very close. We're seeing that these they have the warships here. They have these bombers, these aircraft. Hey man, it's about to go down. Let's get these other two videos, and we'll start a day's lesson. And I hope that you will get edified. Let's go here.
In a significant military maneuver, NORAD intercepted 4 Russian and Chinese bombers near Alaska. The aircraft, which remained in international airspace, conducted joint patrols over the Chukchi, Bering, and North Pacific Seas. This bold move, involving advanced strategic bombers and fighter escorts, underscores the growing military cooperation between China and Russia. NORAD emphasized that the activity posed no threat, but the unprecedented show of force highlights shifting dynamics in global military strategy.
Seeing the war drums are beating. You see how close Russia, China, U.S., and also Canadian, all those pilots, see how close they were together, just like a hair trigger. So we know that we're here, but we're living in some perilous time, man. Things can go nuclear at any given time. So, hey, man, we're here. Let's start today's lesson. Let's go here. It's going to be a very quick lesson. Let's go here in Jeremiah chapter 50. Jeremiah chapter 50. And we'll start up at verse 9. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. It said, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain." So we very close to things going nuclear. So all those aircrafts, those bombers, they had nuclear capabilities, and they saying that they were just doing military drills, but they are very close to Alaska, to your U.S. airspace. So, hey, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's device. We know that we're very close, man. We are so very close. When they say peace and safety, we're constantly warning you. Hey, man, we see no war. Those aircrafts, those warplanes, man, we here. Stage is set. Verse 10, Salaki. It said, and the Chaldea shall be a spoil. Said all that spoiled her shall be satisfied, says the Lord. So that's what's getting ready to happen to America. Babylon the Great getting ready to be a spoil, because they have spoiled many nations, and they are getting ready to be spoiled. And one thing about it, what was done to us, getting ready to be done to America, Babylon the Great. The recompense and judgment is upon us, man. We seeing it right before our eyes. Verse 11 said, "Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifers at grass, and bellows as bulls." So seeing right now, for the controversy of Zion, the Lord's heritage, the Lord's getting ready to repay, the Lord's is making inquisition, making an investigation. So we already seeing right now the Lord's constantly making Esau bare and bare. And also we seeing these other nations are constantly rising up, bucking up against America, these alliances. We already know Revelation chapter 17, they shall burn the whore. So let's drop down to verse 21. Let's drop down here to verse 21. Let's go here. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 21, it said, "Go up against the land of Matraam, double rebellions. It's talking about Babylon the Great. America say even against it and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy. So after them, says the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. So that's getting ready to happen. These nations are getting ready to invade America. Sedition among men. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Verse 22 say, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. So that sound of the battle is getting very close. War drums are beginning to get louder and louder and louder. World War III has begun. Verse 23 says, so how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And the hammer of the whole earth is America, Babylon the Great. This is used to be the nation #1 superpower, but now these nations right now saying, have you become weak as we? They saying right now we have a weak leader. Also, this nation is divided in what it cannot stand. So this place is getting ready to become a desolation. Verse 24 says, so I have laid a snare for thee, a trap, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. Thou was not aware, or thou art found, and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Abishai. So right now, a lot of people are not aware. They constantly going on with their daily life, talking about this election, talking about who's going to be the next president. We're not giving a damn about that, because we already knowing how the story is going to end. This place is going to be totally destroyed. And one day by the Lord's going to make a speedy riddance of this place. Verse 25 said, the Lord has opened up his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord power, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Abishai, of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, all America, Babylon the Great. So Lord is getting ready to open up his weapons of indignation. Those IBCM missiles, also that laser and chariot fire. The Lord's getting ready to set this place on fire. Verse 26 said, come against her from the utmost borders, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. So that's what's getting ready to happen. America get ready to be totally destroyed. And also we're seeing that the Lord is, is riding up the spirit of the Medes, which in fact is Russia, China, in collaboration with these Arab nations, these African nations, and also NATO. NATO is going to turn on America. So we're seeing these alliances are getting stronger and stronger. We're seeing that right now, all hell is getting ready to break loose. So now let's go here to Mark chapter 13. Let's get this one right here. Just a very quick lesson. Mark chapter 13. And I think it's around verse 9 if I'm looking for. Let's see. No, let's go back up. This is what I'm looking for right here. Mark chapter 13 and verse 7, it said, and when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war, be ye not troubled, for such thing must need be, but the end shall not be yet. So we at the beginning of sorrow. So we seeing rumors of wars all over the place. We seeing that tensions is rising. Things is constantly increasing. We seeing that these alliances are getting stronger and stronger. Russia, China, the Arab nation, it's Israel, and this Hamas war, all these things come, Russia and Ukraine, also China in Taiwan. There's always rumors that they will invade Taiwan, China. So we seeing these things picking. Also North Korea and South Korea, it's tensions there. So, man, but they say these things was gonna come to pass. So we at the beginning of sorrow that we seeing that we at the end of this thing. We seeing this transition of power right before our eyes, man. A lot of things are happening, man. We're seeing it left and right, man. We seeing it. So let's go here. Don't mean to be rambling. Tongue kind of dry. Should got me something to drink. Let's get one more. We'll close out. Let's go here to Proverbs. Let's get to the Proverbs, because a lot of people don't foresee the evil. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3 say, a prudent man or a wise man foresees the evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So one thing about it is that, the true believers of Yahweh, we perceive the evil. We seeing that these evils are growing all around us, and we hide it ourselves. How did we do that? With this wisdom, this knowledge, this gospel, this light. It's got to be in you. When the Lord bring forth that destruction, you don't have this light in you, or you're not a part of the elect, you will be totally destroyed. And it says here, but the simple pass on and are punished to 2/3. So, they're constantly going on with their daily life, talking about the election, talking about these Olympics and these games, folly, all sorts, the house of mirth, and they will be punished. They will be totally destroyed. So let's go here to our last and final script. It's quick. Let's do the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Zephaniah. We close out here. Or the one meant to be a long less, just really World War III update. Basically, we're seeing that these war is on the rise. War is imminent. What I say, Zephaniah chapter 3, and we close out at verse 8. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. And it reads that, therefore wait ye upon me, says the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nation, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So that's what's getting ready to happen. The Lord is gathering these nations for the controversy of Zion. What was done to us is getting ready to be done to these other nations. The Lord is calling all these different events that happen in the world, left and right. So each and every day we're seeing these things are constantly picking up. The people are talking about this election, they're talking about the Olympics, but ain't no one talking about these prophecies, but what the men of the Lord, constantly warning you. The Lord said, keep not silent, warn them for me. And the Lord said, wait on me until I rise against the prey. These heathen nation, also these 2/3. Lord is getting ready to bring forth that judgment. And we're seeing right now that more increasing tension in that Arctic region. So, that's very close. Just like I say, they can swoop down on us, from the north. They're going to come from the south, east, and west, all directions. So we're seeing that these World War III is constantly getting more clearer and clearer and more obvious that we're here, and also we're living in the end time, real time. And once again, our salvation is very close than we yet believe. So the title of today's lesson, once again, is increasing tension in the Arctic region. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.